What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and that's right, we have everyone's favorite YouTuber. Remember how, like, all these celebrities came to YouTube, and YouTube forced their videos down our throats? That era's kind of gone by the wayside now, but, you know, it was fun for a while. And Will Smith was, of course, one of the most memed creators of all time with his infamous "That's Hot" line in the YouTube Rewind that was endlessly memed. Now, I have to declare Will Smith is an actual YouTuber because he's uploaded his very own apology video, complete with all of the paramounts, all the core tenets of a YouTube apology video. What's one of the first things you think about when you think about a YouTube apology video, right? The long sigh, right? Let's see. He uploaded this video this morning, which, by the way, has shocking few views, but let's see how it starts. It's 5 minutes long. We're not watching the whole thing, but here we go. So the screen says it's been a minute. Over the last few months, I've been doing a lot of work, thinking and personal work. Okay. You asked a lot of fair questions that I want to take some time to answer. Okay. Now we are 10 seconds into the video, and there it is. For 3 seconds, you hear the classic YouTuber long exhale in an apology video. I love that his second long sigh. Okay, so that's 2 in the first 18 seconds. People who, by the way, are watching this and are like, oh, it's so authentic. Forget, like, this dude literally just got an Emmy for acting, okay? Will Smith can act. There's no question about it. I like how he has an entire film crew. Instead of just, like, recording it himself, he used the entire film crew.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech?
Can he not read? That was a weird... What's the cadence to read something?
I was fogged out by that point.
So, of course, every major media outlet has now covered this. Will Smith posts emotional apology video for Oscars incident. Says Chris Rock is, quote, not ready to speak with him. Will Smith has opened up about the ongoing controversy surrounding him being a total moron on the Academy Awards, offering up his most unvarnished thoughts about an altercation that has marred his public image. In an emotional YouTube post, Smith addressed why he didn't apologize to Rock when he accepted the Best Actor prize in his work for King Richard shortly after he charged the stage. It's fuzzy, Smith says. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk. And when he is, he'll reach out. Smith once again reiterated that he was sorry for his actions, calling his behavior unacceptable. Anybody else wonder why this took 3 months? I mean, it's a 5-minute video. He could have made it the next day. To me, that tells me he really wasn't sorry. He might be sorry now. Maybe his press and his handlers have said, "Oh, well, we need to repair your public image." And now he's saying that he's sorry, but it sure seems awfully questionable. The actor said that he responded badly because Rock's joke referenced the hair loss suffers because of her alopecia. It's a struggle that she has publicly addressed this year. Alopecia is not a struggle, all right? Sorry, not sorry. Maybe there are extreme cases of it, but whatever Jada Pinkett Smith has is not a struggle. And on top of that, she can afford probably the world's best wigs and hair treatments and everything else. So, no, sorry, Jada Pinkett Smith, you're not a victim, and I don't think Will actually thinks you are either. He also, there's no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment, who sighs deeply at points and seems to be fighting back tears. He says in the video, oh, I'm sure. Yeah, definitely not acting, fighting back, just fighting. He's just being so authentic, guys. There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle the feeling of disrespect or insults. He also addressed whether or not Pinkett Smith, who was seen on camera rolling her eyes at Rock's joke, comparing her buzz cut to G.I. Jane, had urged him to charge the stage, the actor said his wife said nothing to spur him on. Yeah, right. We all know. And by the way, I'm not letting him off the hook, but we all know why he did it, okay? I, like you know, I made my own choices, which he did, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. What people keep forgetting to, like, acknowledge, he made this exact same joke, like, exact same joke, the day before at rehearsals. And nobody had any problem with it whatsoever. But for some reason, I don't know why, I couldn't possibly guess why, the next day when it was live, suddenly he was mad. There had been some speculation that Smith would open up about the fallout surrounding the incident in a sit-down interview with a high-profile journalist like Oprah Winfrey, but instead the actor had opted to use social media to directly address his fans, which is admirable, I'll say. In the wake of the incident, Smith resigned from the Academy Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, don't care. The group behind the Oscars was going to fire him anyway, but has otherwise maintained a low profile. Rock, however, recently broke his silence during a stand-up in New Jersey on July 24th, 5 days before this. Anyone who says words hurt has never been punched in the face, Rock joked. He went on to say that he was no victim, joking, yeah, that stuff hurt, MFer, but I shook it off and I went to work the next day. I don't go to the hospital for a paper cut. On Oscar night, Smith, of course, was an absolute moron the night before. So it's like, I think, you know, the media, Will Smith breaks silence, deeply remorseful. Are you, though? Are you? I mean, I know you did this, like, amazing apology video. You know, let's take a little, let's look at it a little more.
It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you.
I don't know why you would do this. Like, I guess if the guy's just, like, not taking your calls, it's probably difficult to maybe apologize to him in the way that you should. But I mean, uploading a YouTube video to apologize for your incident is not the way to do it. Like, you don't owe your YouTube viewers an apology. You owe Chris an apology, I would think, you know, and at some point you've got to man up and do that. I don't think that there's anybody that believes, even for 1 second, that this dude wasn't acting on behalf of Jada. Like, there's just no doubt in my mind. And ultimately, he's had to bear the brunt of that, you know, of that of his actions. But if you look at the comments, it's like people are look, people make mistakes, okay? I'll say this, obviously. And it's like, he shouldn't have to, you know, pay for the rest of his life for it. It wasn't like he, you know, ran the guy over or something like that. But you see, there's people who want to forgive him, and that's their prerogative, but nobody cares. What I took away from all this was just how ridiculous and hypocritical Hollywood was. You know, they talk about, oh, you know, there's just no place for this kind of bad behavior in Hollywood, and, you know, the plebs out there, they're supposed to behave in a certain way, and we really stand against people putting their hands on each other and being mean and all this kind of stuff. Well, okay, but you didn't do anything. You didn't take away his award. You didn't ban him really from anything. He's got his jobs lined back up already. Everyone's already forgotten about it. So, look, I don't care if Will gets more acting jobs, not one bit. But I do think it's pretty funny just how hilariously hypocritical Hollywood was, that nobody really spoke out against it. Nobody called out Will for what it was. Nobody really called out Jada for being just what appears to be just an awful human being. It was all just rules for thee, but not for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I guess with this public apology video, we now know that Will Smith really is one of us. He really is a YouTuber. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, and you click that red subscribe button down below. We'll talk to you again real soon.